Yes, welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. It's good to be back again. Another week. The transfer window we're going to be discussing this evening. Just like to say thank you to everyone that has tuned in or will be tuning in to this evening's show. We've got a lot to discuss, certain issues which we'll be tackling. I've got Mr. Big D in the green room. Just wait for Chili to come in as well. We're going to be talking about the transfer window. We're going to be talking about who's going to get that top four spot. And obviously the elephant in the room, we will be discussing that as well. So listen, without further ado, we are going to bring in Mr. D. So let me just close down a few tabs here, and we will go straight into the show. We've got Craig Molly saying Mickle dictator out, but let me bring in Mr. D. What are you saying, Mr. D?
Hey, good evening, Norman. Good evening. Yeah,
all
man.
good?
All good, mate.
Yeah,
not
good,
bad,
man.
Lady. Not bad. Yeah.
Let's get the pleasantries out the way. And you know, when I say, how's your week been? How's the family? How you doing?
The week has been somewhat a trauma week. I didn't even say this in the when we were backstage there, but my uncle passed yesterday in Florida. I've only met him once, believe it or not, in Jamaica. He never traveled to England, so it's my mum's youngest sibling out the 12 of them. So yeah, so the baby of the folders has gone cancer, unfortunately. So I had a conversation with mom, and it's kind of that one kind of hit a little deep again, you know. It's been a season like that already. So
you know, prayers up for you and the family. You know what I mean? And you know, it's not easy. You know, to lose somebody, you know what I mean? So yeah, much prayers going up to you,
especially with the distance as well. But hopefully we can work something out that her and my uncle Frank that live here can maybe get over there. We'll see how that works out. In the chat, just welcome Craig Molly. He's just saying condolences to your family. Yeah, respect, man.
You know, it's not easy, you know what I mean? And when it, you know, listen, when it comes to these sort of situations, football, all those take a back seat, you know what I'm saying? It is, you know, it's just a thing that we have to deal with and live with, you know, and so listen, as I say, prayers for you and the family, you know what I mean? Jancy's saying condolences to you, sir, as well.
Thank you.
Much love is coming in the chat. We're here. And apart from, you know, that you know, sorry story to hear, as I said, yourself, other than that, the wife is doing good.
Yeah, we are. She just celebrated a birthday there, so she's saying
happy birthday, Dina. Put it in the chat. Happy birthday to Big D's Mrs. Gina.
She tries to behave that she's a whole year younger than me. You know, then once I've been like, listen, man, it's like 5 months.
Right. So, please send her the birthday greetings, man. You know, birthday greetings to her, and hope you didn't eat too much, because when I was talking to you, I know you was out enjoying. Sunday, wasn't it? Birthday brunch.
Yeah, and we have a dinner on Saturday down in Hertfordshire. So thank you, Leah. Appreciate it.
Latoya in the chat.
Thank you, Latoya.
Again, happy birthday to. So lots of love in the chat. It's going on in the chat. You know, it's good, you know, to celebrate, and being together a long time as well, and looking good for it. And may I say again, I don't know. Listen, people in the chat, please let me know how many shirts do you think this geezer's got. He's burning another shirt. He's burning another shirt. Mate, listen, which one is that? What year is that one?
So this is the 2021-2022 away kit.
Right, okay.
I've got a third kit or away kit. No, probably the away kit. Yeah.
Right.
I kind of get drawn to the blues. I'm a navy blue person by heart, as in favorite color. So I've got a few.
Yes, Mr. Harris. Sorry, Mr. Harris. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. Got a lot to say. I was having a chat with Mr. Harris this afternoon, and man was we not say we wasn't having heated words. I wouldn't say that because we go back a long way. But we were discussing the likes of Uber going, and you say, well, listen, man, you got 25 bills off the wage bill. I'm saying, bro, we ain't got strikers. But listen, we will come to that. Listen, the chat is going off crazy. I can't even keep up to it. I mean, I need to start getting some moderators in here, Let me just go back up. There was one that I missed from earlier on. I know Craig said Mikel Dictator out, definitely. And this here Arsenal squad wasn't good enough in the first place. It's even worse now. We will be discussing that as well. There's so much to talk about. And yes, we've got the arch enemy in the green room. No other person.
Mr. Chili.
Mr. Chili Tottenham, yeah.
Hey, running the shirt as well. I see you, bro.
With the shirt as well, you know.
You, bro.
With the chicken and chips. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. How you doing, Joe? All right. Yeah, put that down, man. Yeah. That's like garlic to Dracula. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Listen, Chill, how you doing, first of all?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You?
Yeah, man, I'm there, you know what I mean? Just wiping the tears away, with our great transfer window. Me and D, we had a fantastic transfer window. It's so brilliant. We are going to talk about that this evening. And yes, our topic this evening, we have got a couple of topics to cover. And one will be the review of the transfer window, how we did in the transfer window, which club has done the best business, who's going to get that top four. And obviously, we are going to start off with the elephant in the room. We are going to be talking about that. But let me just go through some of these chats because the chat is going a little bit crazy here. Latoya, massive happy birthday to your wife, Big D. More love's coming your way.
Thank you, Latoya.
Yeah, thank you, Lee. Love in the background. Big up to my son, who put that together for me. So I'm trying to step the game up a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good, man.
As you can see, it's the What's Going On podcast. And long may it continue. Ian's just killing himself laughing. Yes, Mr. Ian. Yeah. You need to convince me that getting rid of Aubameyang was a good thing. And Diego, C Palace, Evelyn, all welcome to the chat, Diego. I don't know if this is your first time. If it's your first time, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the community. And listen, long may it continue. But listen, guys, we're here. And first of all, before we get into talking about the transfer window, really, we want to be dealing with the elephant in the room. And we all know what it's about. And unfortunately, it's again, somebody from your club. A lot of stuff seems to be going with your club on and off the field. And, listen, first of all, what we say on this channel, we don't know the ins and outs. But what I want to say first and foremost is that we do not condone what's happened. I mean, at the moment, it's alleged. We understand that he's been released on bail, and we're talking about Mason Greenwood. If nobody's not too aware of what's happened, I think it was Sunday that stuff started coming out on social media. Now, I'm a person, I don't really do Twitter because I know it can be a bit crazy, the Twitter world out there. Yeah. But, saw some stuff coming through, and then, saw other channels talking about it, and I think, what's going on? And then I think I text Chili and yourself, about the whole situation. I'm like, what's going on? All sorts of things come in your head. You know what I mean? Was he set up? Blah, blah, blah. But first and foremost, we don't know the details. But what is coming out, we need to kind of discuss. I don't want to be discussing in depth because, as I say, it's allegations at the moment and it's pending investigation at the moment. But this is the problem. What we've got here, a situation where, Mason, certain things have happened with him and his girlfriend, now to be ex-girlfriend. Pictures have been posted out on social media, voice notes have been going out and stuff like that. So right now, those are being investigated. And even that now, he was arrested and obviously now de-arrested for allegations. Again, I think it was threatening to kill and assault or sexual assault. So with that rape and that, D is your player, is your man. Mate, take us away. I mean,
first and foremost, no male or female should ever be subjected to rape or any kind of violent crime or behavior. Let us make that clear. I think this young man, his friend committed suicide last year, and I feel that he's been down a downward spiral since then. This what we've seen here that has developed from these allegations. I actually don't think this is the first time that situation may have happened. Because you've seen in the past these players like to do. I mean, you've seen some stuff that's gone on in hotels that's been on what you call the dark web, and some of their behavior because of money and entitlement, and if the kid thinks he's famous at 20 when he's won that thing as well, you got to look at that. I said to someone yesterday that we're already privy to a 3-minute snippet of something that was recorded for nearly an hour and a bit. So obviously the courts are going to be looking at that whole dialogue. She's just chosen to release that 3-minute slip, but apparently it's over an hour worth of stuff. So he has been arrested on the suspicion of sexual assault and making threats to kill. And obviously he's been released today on bail, pending further investigations. So like I say, from what I've heard, I feel he's already on the cross, Norm. Really? For what we've heard and seen, it's hard to come back from that, But then, like I say, we are not judges, we are not in the courts, and the law of the land will deal with him accordingly. A very sad day for the young man. He's more let himself down. As for the young lady, should never be subjected to that. No. Whatever situation that is, no. When you hear the word no, it's no. It's not maybe or okay. No. So, but like I say, it's hard to judge from 3 minutes when there's an hour's worth of dialogue that's going on there. But what we've seen, videos, snippet and the pictures don't look good for him at all. That's what I say on that. I'm not even gonna.
I mean, look, I'm gonna come to you in a minute, Chili. The guy is, he's on a lot of money. Quite influential. And I suppose, listen, at the end of the day, he's a talented player, and we can't begrudge him of the money that he's getting. He's a talented player, generational player, and that. But I suppose the question I'd like to know is like, how to try and really get to the root of this. How has he got to this point? I mean, and having this kind of money, this kind of fame and adulation, and being told how brilliant you are, and maybe feeling that you're above the law. We know we've got a situation right now. Another footballer from Man City, he's now been charged with I think 7th or 8th account now, or 9th, I think. And the footballers in general. I mean, and I'm not. Listen, it could be people, that are rich and influential, and maybe feel that they're above the law and that maybe they can buy their way out of it or get the best lawyer and all the loopholes and stuff like that. And for me, it's really sad because you've got two people there. You've got Mason now, with his career possibly in tatters, probably never ever play for Man United again, and then you've got his ex-girlfriend who's mentally traumatized by this, and the fact that I think D, you brought up that was a 2 or 3 minute snippet, which that whole thing was about an hour long, and I suppose you're saying this is something that's been going on a long time.
This is just my opinion. That situation. It's not the first time, but it's probably the first time she decided to record it. And I have a feeling by something she said in there that he's recently cheated on her as well. Right. Because something she says in that little snippet, if you listen to it, she says to like go and do it go and F somebody else then. Like you have to remember, like the wags, right? They stay and they talk. Right. So no matter what club they play for, if they're in the Premier League, most of them are they're all pally because they go to the same events, the same nightclubs. So someone knows that he's done dirt, and I think this is her. maybe she didn't want to blow him up like this, but maybe she felt she had to.
Yeah, I mean, when you saw the pictures, Chile. Yeah. I mean, you saw the pictures, and I mean, talking with you offline as well, you was absolutely disgusted by what you saw. What are your thoughts just before you come in there? Welcome, Leon, to the chat. Yeah, thanks, man. Just trying to do a thing, you know what I mean, Leon? But you know what I mean. And I know Leon was wanted to come on tonight, but unfortunately, he's pumping weights. So pump those weights, brother. But yeah, hopefully the next show, we can try and get you on, mate. Yeah. But yeah, Chili, your thoughts, mate?
Yeah, I'll just echo what the two of you have just said. Really, it's disgusting. I've got daughters, sister, wife, mum. You don't treat women like that. And like Dee says, no means no. There's no grey area. No is no. And I just think that because you're seeing more and more, you've got, I don't want to say their names, but obviously you've got the Man City guy, you've got the Everton guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There's already people in jail from Sunderland and whatnot.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is with these footballers. I really don't.
Sorry, do you think it's look, you can go back to like Gaza, the situation with his wife, but do you think with social media, let me just read this. Craig is saying listening to that audio made it.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, I had to. This is not. I mean, listen, I had to go and find a interview that he did to try and hear the voice, because you're thinking, is this really happening?
Yeah.
So you heard the voice note, and then I played his video of a post match he did, and I was thinking, oh my god, do you know what I mean?
But may I add as well, right? I can guarantee you 9 times out of 10, she calls him babe. But this time she said Mason. She needed people to know it was him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Think about it, Norm. I guarantee you, let's go shopping, babe. Let's go and grab something to eat. But this time she said, Mason, stop.
Wow.
She made sure she said that. Because you have to remember, it's a Mancunian accent. So Bear Man live in Manchester. So you can hear an accent on a recorder and say, okay, it's definitely a Manchester person.
Yeah.
But she made sure she said his name. She blew him up. Yeah,
but sorry, just to come in here, do you think it's, and then people put it in the chat, this culture, do you think this culture of footballers today that we live in, social media is a massive factor? I mean, look, I'm not one for social media in that aspect. I know it can be used for good and whatever, but sometimes you put in so much stuff out there. And the first thing I was thinking, why would you be recording yourselves? Yeah, if you get my thinking. But listening to what you're saying, I'm like, you know what?
If it's
maybe she needed to do that.
Yeah, and someone probably encouraged her, if you're going to stay with him, then maybe you need to record some of this behavior.
Yeah, because this is probably, as I said, this has probably been going on for a long time.
That's what I feel. I'm not saying it has, but I feel this is not the first time they've had a situation like that, but it's probably the first time she decided to record it.
Would have recorded it if it was the first time. It's got to have happened before. Why she let me record it next time it happens?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Leah's saying, I feel like social media can bring light to get justice. Do you agree with that, lads?
Yeah.
And you're looking for justice on social media. There's some nutcases out there, man. Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that back in the day did not get highlighted, unless sick people like News of the World were there to snap certain things. There's a lot that they got away with, and money to fame. Fergie always used to say that you can't give them youngsters too much too soon. But now that's what happens. You know what I mean? Before you blink, you're on 80 grand a week or 50 grand a week. It's a lot of money. 50 grand a week is a lot of money. Even though you got mans on 300 grand a week, 50K a week.
A week.
That's what I'm saying. That's money, for a 20-year-old or
he's on I think 60 or 70.
Yeah,
I heard he's on about 60 or something like that. I'm not too sure.
That all happened when he got the number 11 shirt on. He got the number 11 shirt, and that came with a pay rise, and and everything else that comes with it, you know.
Yeah.
And,
Geezer, well, sorry, Geezer Tom. How you doing, mate? My Geezer friend Thomas, big
cool.
Hardcore Gooner fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom, we will be covering the transfer window, mate. Yeah, put it in the comments what you thought, but please do not swear.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And he will have a massive target on his back. And if you look at that kid, that's not a kid that's gonna survive in prison. I ain't being funny. Not being funny. Probably protected all right. If it goes down that road,
I was gonna say to you, yeah, do you think it will end up?
I would fear the worst if he went to prison. I know that much.
He's gonna go to prison, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
I'm hearing some people like listening on some other channels. I'm hearing that, you know, that there's a chance that he could get off.
Wow.
Because I mean, and again, I don't know what the in terms of the what do you call it now? Sort of the judicial system.
Yeah.
And you know how that all works, and the fact that he's being recorded without being told, and do you know what I mean? So I don't know. There could be a lot of stuff, but they're saying that this thing is going to go on for a long time, and it's probably not going to do. Look, Man United.
Yeah.
I mean, now he's been stripped. You know, he's been stripped of like I think it's Nike. I've withdrawn.
They pulled the plug on it.
They pulled all FIFA. You know, FIFA, whatever, 2021, 22 has been taken off of there.
Taken off, yeah.
Anything to do with Man United, his name, you don't click on his name, and he's nowhere to be seen now.
Yeah, you have to remember as well, though, Norman, that both Ronaldo and Neymar Jr. went through very similar high-profile things away from their countries, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying about whether the profile matters, but those are two huge profile footballers that went there. Now, whether their money and fame went in their favor, best lawyers and all the rest of it, but
yeah,
there's no judgment there. But you know, I remember when they hit the news.
With Green, got the photos and the recording. That just the recordings for me. The recording was worse than the photos.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, and you have to remember, we only heard 3 minutes of that. There's another 50, maybe 59, 60 minutes worth of that.
So do you think she would have handed over that full thing to the police?
I think she has no choice.
Her dad came out and said that it wasn't her.
Yes, so she was hacked, allegedly.
But I don't know what kind of dad...
Listen, guys, I mean, I heard this. I heard that, yeah. And I was talking to my missus about this, and he's saying, look, I hope this isn't about money and whatnot, because the fact that the dad's coming out and saying some strange things.
Yeah, saying that he's a good lad. He's been around us for years. You know, we've had a lot of love for Mason, and I'm like, yo, bro, that's your daughter. Are you mad? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen to your daughter.
It's almost like, mate, what have you messed up? Listen, we got to sort this out. And again, we don't know what's going on in the background. We don't know what's been said or what. But the fact that he's come out, it's almost like he's backing the man.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean? And it's his daughter.
But then there are some commentators are saying that, he wouldn't have released that statement without her blessing. And I'm like, really? I don't know. Because when you read it was a head scratcher, wasn't it, Chili?
I've got 2 daughters, and if God forbid that wouldn't be my reaction, trust me, that wouldn't be my reaction.
You're going to look for man, you know.
Yeah,
you're not talking about he's been around the family and in general he's a good lad. Wait, what? No, bro, not my daughter, not my niece, not my goddaughters. I've got bare goddaughters and nieces. No, not none of them. I'll go looking for him.
I have this saying, because I come from a Christian background. I used to say to my missus, if anything gonna go a little bit pear-shaped, let me just put down my salvation for 10 seconds. Let me just deal with this.
Take off the cross, woman. I just take off the cross. You know what?
That's it, though.
Don't forgive me.
Well, Craig is saying, listen, we got some great fathers on it. If that happened to my daughter, I would be doing a very long stretch.
Listen, exactly, Craig.
Listen, man, if my daughter came home, bro, that's what I got to say, bro. right. I'll say no more, man.
Yeah, I'll say no more. He's not even getting called. He'd have to call the police.
Right.
You know, you're not going to call it. You're going to go and deal with it.
Yeah. But look, we could talk about this all night. As what's happened now, as I said, look, he's being released on bail. This is going to be an ongoing situation. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's what Liam said.
Yeah. And normally he can't go anywhere now.
No, he can't.
He got to stay in the house arrest because someone will get him if he does. Attempts to be in the street is done.
Yeah. Roadman will find him.
He's got no life right now. Being put out on bail to stay in your yard, literally.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is just tragic, very tragic.
It is tragic. It is tragic, and as I said, talented player. Absolutely. I mean, I know he was linked with Arsenal because there was one point where because he wasn't getting any game time or whatever, he was linked to Arsenal. Now, I suppose the other question is before we move on to talking about the transfer window. Do you think? All right, the chances are that if things go the way they are, he could end up going to prison for how long we don't know. Do you think if he was found not guilty after the long investigation or whatever, do you think I must say would he end up playing football again? I know for a fact that he won't end up at Man United because he's just that's a brand. The brand you're messing about with the brand.
He won't play for another Premiership team, but if he gets not guilty, he'll play football again, and rightly so. If he's not guilty, then but I think, and I hear what you're saying, Chili, but I think there's that thing where he's being tarnished. I've just seen it put up.
Happened to that Chad Evans, and he got
Chad Evans. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but it's very hard to get back from that because your name has been drenched with the mud.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean, and the problem is you can you imagine him going around to the football grounds, the gym that he's going to get.
Just going to say,
it wouldn't even be worth it. It'd have to go abroad and play. And even
listen, you put the words out of my mouth. Question here for us, from Latoya. She says, just a question for you guys. Does he still get paid while suspended?
No,
I understand.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I heard that he's still getting paid.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I heard that he's still getting paid, but again, don't quote me. If anybody can find out, go and search Google now and put it in the chat because I heard that he's still getting paid.
Yeah.
He's
almost like he's on. Even though they've suspended, because remember they've just suspended him. They've not fired him. They've suspended
that's very true. Yeah. He's only suspended, isn't he?
Yeah. So if he's suspended,
so even if it's suspended on half a salary, half a week's pay, then he'll still get his half a week's pay until. Yeah. But he's been removed from training, coming to Carrington, all that stuff. That's a no. Yeah, you stay away because the press will want him to come to Carrington just to be
Of course.
Yeah. And then as regards to playing for Man United, you've got practically all the senior players, your Ronaldos, your David De Gea's and all that, all have followed him on social media as well.
Yeah.
So them man have already put him on across just by your following on Twitter.
Can I just throw something in there? And I think it was, where we had this situation with like the players weren't happy and Ronaldo wasn't happy with certain young players in this team and attitude and that. I'm just wondering.
He was one of them.
Yeah,
Greenwood was one of them. Yeah, Greenwood was one of them.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Because he said it. Ronaldo said it without saying it because he was talking about the players that were starting at that time, and Greenwood was one of them. And basically, they were saying that Greenwood shoots more than he crosses.
I'm going to say that because I'm thinking to myself when I was watching Greenwood play and Ronaldo was playing up front.
Yeah,
the amount of times that fans would have a go at him when he could have passed. I can't remember what game it was. Literally every time he had a chance to pass, he shot. Yeah. Now it's because maybe he had an issue with Ronaldo, and basically, because that's the rumors that we were hearing that the situation with the younger players, Ronaldo was saying that these guys ain't got no respect. Yeah. So judging by obviously the events that have taken place now, it kind of makes sense. Yeah. It really does kind of make sense. Do you know what I mean? But it's a sad state of affairs. But we just hope, especially for the young lady, that she gets the help that she can. Because to be kind of put through that.
Well, he needs to be educated as well.
Yeah, so. Yeah, and I suppose that's a question as well. When you're getting a player that's getting that kind of money, where's the mentoring? You know, what does the Premier League or football world have in place when, you know, these guys are getting lots of money? You know, they've been told how brilliant they are, but it's about being grounded and do you know what I mean? Listen, man.
But you know what, Norman, as well, even if he hasn't got a sister or a female cousin, he's got a mother. That's how he got here. Simple as that. So even if he can't relate to his sister pulling him on, even this is say this is how you need to treat women. He's got a mother that brought him into the world, and I'm sure she's spoken to him about that behavior. Like I say, it's not the first time. This is the first time it was recorded. So let himself back down so badly.
Listen, guys,
scarred a young lady.
As I said, we hope that you know our thoughts go out to her, and hope that she gets the help that she needs, and you know that this thing gets quickly resolved and they move on. But as I said, for himself, just to get the help that he needs, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how he's thinking at this time. But yeah, that's all we can say on it. I mean, we could talk all night about it, but we are gonna move on. And to slightly light, well, I don't know if you call it light notes for you, D. And that's the review of the transfer window, mate. Listen, we're gonna talk about the transfer window, but I did write down some stats of what they did. The Premier League has spent £302 million, 300 to be exact, £302.9 million spent on 30 permanent signings this January transfer window. And out of that, the top spenders, Moneybags, Newcastle, the Magpies, spending over 90 million, around about probably 93 to 98 million pounds. Just to say some of the players that they brought in: Kieran Trippier at the start of the window, 15 mil from Atletico. You got Chris Woods from Burnley, 20. Listen,
25 mil.
Listen, can somebody tell me how's a man? I'm coming to that, Quay. I'm coming to that. Trusting the process. Listen, mate. If anybody don't know who trusted the process, then I'll be coming to that. More like trusted the clown. Right. Anyway, like, listen. Look, Chris Wood, 25 mil. Can somebody tell me how? Is he about 30?
Yeah, 29 or 30. Yeah.
How's he getting 25 mil?
Well, the thing is, if you think about it, 25 mil for a Premier League striker is not a lot of money now.
It's not a lot of money.
And if they stay up, as in if Newcastle stay up from relegation with his help, he's earned that money back, isn't he? It's a bargain, isn't it? And I think that's what they're gambling on.
I get that.
Burnley's second best striker or best striker. And you stay up with their striker. I'm surprised Burnley sold him to them.
Oh, I am. But Burnley did end up getting a striker from Germany. I can't remember his name. I think they spent about 12 mil. I don't know if that was a record signing Burnley because they haven't really got money. But the bottom of the pile at the moment. Burn from Brighton. That's my son's second team. 13 mil. He's gone there. Yeah, he's gone there. He was actually an academy player for Newcastle. He came through their academy, and he's ended up back there because he went. I think he played for Darlington. A number of things. He went full circle. Ended up playing at Brighton, and now he's ended up back at thinking. So I think they're gonna have a good defense there. Then you got Taggart on loan from Aston Villa. I think it's a 6-month loan, and then this one just grated me, and I'm sure we're going to have a few Arsenal fans in the chat. Ramirez, who we've been after.
Yeah, 35 mil, Norm, from Leon.
40 mil.
40 mil. Oh, okay,
40 mil, mate. With add-ons, 40 mil.
Well, with the add-ons, yeah. But I think initial payment is 35 mil, then the add-ons are taken.
Yeah. And this guy, quality player from Leon, we was looking at him in the summer. We was looking at him to replace Granit Xhaka with that madness that went on. He was linked with Roma. He ends up staying at Arsenal. Newcastle got Ramirez. And what made it even worse, right? I'm going to read this, if I can find this text that we're on a Arsenal chat. And in the text, the guy said, if I can find it, he went, what did he say? He went, how dare they, where is it? Yeah, he goes, So a Twitter was sent out, and it was sent out on his feed, yeah. But Newcastle put it together, but he thought he sent it out. Ramirez put it out, yeah. And my mate put in there the disrespect to mention our name in the Newcastle official tweet.
Oh, I like that. That's nice.
I know you like it. Yeah. I know you like it. So listen, I respectfully replied back to him. I said, look, Manny, I hear you, but what do we do, or what do you expect when our club is not acting like a big club anymore? We are now competing with the likes of Aston Villa, Wolves, and now the Magpies. We are now known as a banter-linked FC club. That's banter FC. Yeah, that's what we're known as, mate.
But if you look at your club, that Norman, I was looking at a thing on Twitter, and they said that in the 5 transfer windows, he has bought 3 goalkeepers, 7 defenders, 4 midfielders, and no strikers.
Who's this?
Arsenal.
Oh,
do you see my face?
7 defenders, you know, bro, and no attacking options.
We're jokers, yeah. And let's add that
over 5 transfer windows. That is.
I know. We're jokers.
Right.
We're absolute jokers, man. We're jokers.
You always win the shopping.
We're coming to this Joker club. We've let go. Let's talk about it. We've let go of Arsenal. Have let go of what 6 squad play. We've actually decreased our squad size from 25, 26 to 21. So we've gone in with less players. What's that about? Seriously, what is that about? And you got man laughing at us.
Palace
what's that about? Yeah, we got rid of Callum Chambers for about 2 mil. He went to Aston Villa, and that one was just a one out the blue.
Oh, that was for free, Norman.
Well, I'm seeing because
he had free to Villa apparently.
Is it free?
Well, he had 6 months. This is what BBC said today. That he went on a free to
Arsenal right now, there's a joke because it seems like, listen, we call it the transfer window. It's more like the transfer exit door because that's all we seem to do, giving free. We don't get the amount of players. If I was to go through the list of players that we bought and let go on the transfer, and now the biggest one we're going to come to eventually is Uber buying out his contract, or us buying out his contract, cutting his contract, and he's going to Barcelona on a 3.5-year deal. Yeah, with a 83.9 million buyout clause, 3.5-year deals. I think he's taking a slight pay cut. Don't know what.
Take a pay cut. Yeah.
They said significant.
What's that, mate?
They said it was a significant pay cut.
Right.
Yeah, because he said he wanted to play. Chile.
He take 100 grand off, and he's still balling on
still good money. Yeah.
If it makes sense, Arsenal don't do it. Precisely. Yeah, precisely. So we are in a situation where now we're left with the best 2 strikers in the world, and that's
Laka and
Eddie Eriksson. Yeah, mobile phone settings. Yeah, mobile phone settings. Right. I mean, let me just let you. I'll share this with Ian. He's in the chat. Goal. How many goals do you think that Laka's got in the Premier League?
What the season now?
In total, yeah. In the Premier League this season. 8. Any other bidders in the chat?
4.
Anybody else? Ian, I told him the answer, so you should be putting that in the chat already. Right? Well, put it this way. Between the 2 of them, Eddie and Lacazette, Aubameyang's got more goals than them.
Wow.
And you know how many goals Aubameyang scored in the Premier League this season? 4.
5. 4.
Wow. Like I say, he hasn't bought a striker in 5
back in the house. So what's that?
He hasn't bought a striker in 5 windows. Even a backup striker that could learn off the senior.
That Valovic thing, I don't really think we was in for him. I don't think we were in for him
as well. He won't come to
Nketiah at the wheel. Oh boy! All he could do is just look with that mad emoji. Leo Brown saying picks. Yeah, mate. Between them, 3 goals.
That's a shocker, isn't it?
Shocker. And we're going into the second half of the season. 17 games left. right, albeit that we haven't got no more because we're out of the FA Cup, we're out the Carabao Cup. So we've just got 17 games played. We played only 2 games in February. I think by the time March comes or April, we would have only played 5 games.
Oh, because of the cups and
whatever.
But, yeah.
So I suppose the question I probably would ask is that with the team that we've got, with the players that we've got, and we will come to that about making top 4. Mate.
well, you are going to rely heavily on your midfields.
Listen,
Rowe and the other lad, you're going to rely heavily on.
Martinelli, Saka.
Well,
Smith Rowe's got that. Smith Rowe is the top goal scorer for us with 8 goals.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Chili, would you like to read that comment from Ian?
No, I can't see. It's all blurry.
It's a bit blurry. But take off those top and tinted glasses, right? Let me read it, yeah?
It doesn't matter.
Listen, let me read it. Order. Okay. Don't do a Boris Johnson to me, yeah? Yeah, no party antics in this chat.
I don't apologize.
Let me tell you the facts. You scored 26 goals.
Yeah.
Arsenal scored 33, yeah? So just, eat that, man.
Yeah. We played the game less than you as well.
Don't worry about that, bro.
Top 4 is between Tottenham and Man U. Arsenal ain't even in it. You're some
Bro, we will come to that subject. We will come to that subject matter in a minute. Yeah, we'll come to that subject matter in a minute. Let me just quickly go through. Just quickly, Craig has said Nketiah is a championship football at best. Yes, he is. That's what I've been saying for a long time.
But then Arteta's bringing him on ahead of Pepe.
And this is what I don't get. This is why this guy is a joker of a manager. His management skill. I mean, he's got rid of so many players that he's fallen out with. Yeah. And we're left with Eddie Nketiah.
And Laka.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Nicholas, welcome to the chat. Justin said English clubs were in for him, but he wanted trophies, so that's why he joined Juventus. Listen, man, we're getting some digs right here now. We need to move quickly, swiftly off of the Arsenal.
The propaganda.
Trusty, the propaganda. Oh my lord, we're getting dig out here. Right, what's Diego saying? Arsenal's 2 fixtures in February: Wolves away and Brentford. I think Wolves away and then Brentford at home. Man United 7 fixtures. Friday, FA Cup in the Premier League. Burnley away, Southampton, Brighton, Leeds United away, and then the Champions League, Atletico Madrid away, and then Watford. Now, obviously, Man United, because they're still in the FA Cup and the Champions League, they're going to have more games.
Yeah, a lot of games.
Depending on how far you guys go. So that's all we really are relying on. We get some stats here from Diego. Spurs fixtures: FA Cup, Brighton. League, Southampton, Wolves, City away, and Leeds away. Okay.
9 points.
All right.
And normally see
what's that?
You see how loaded we are game wise in February, right? And then no Greenwood. Martial's gone.
I was gonna come to that, mate. Why? Listen,
man.
Before we come to Chili's and he's
squad is depleted now.
I'm happy.
Listen, both of us, both of our clubs.
Yeah.
You've let go of Martial. You've let go of Beak.
Donny, yeah.
Who else have you let go of?
Well. Who else have
you let go
of? The young kid. He only played a few times.
Is it Is it Transabi?
No, Transabi's still staying out on the loan.
There was another player you went in it.
Yeah, he came out the academy as well.
And listen, look, obviously the situation now, the situation with Mr. Greenwood as well. So now you've got two oldies up front. And
Cavani's going to get injured again. You know
that's
that.
what I'm saying. And can Ronaldo, with the amount of games that you've got, can Ronaldo be that consistent?
I mean, there's no way he plays all in games this month. His legs wouldn't do that. We have to remember it's winter, man. heavy.
Martial and Donny on loan.
Yeah, Martial's on loan. I thought he'd gone.
Yeah. No, they're all on loan and with no options to buy, which is interesting.
Coming back
in the summer, yeah. So I suppose they're thinking new manager comes in. If they both have good loans,
I think that's the
Leon,
behind.
I'm not sure we can call them back, Leon, if they sign contracts. I don't know how it works. You see what Leon was saying about calling them back off the loans?
I don't know.
Yeah. Because you have to remember, Martial don't want to come back. He's made that perfectly clear, even though there's no option to buy. Donny don't want to come back. Let's be honest as well. He's been treated horrible by us.
Yeah.
Why would he want to come back?
Do you know what? Yeah. Listen, they got Frank Lampard there. Dele Alli's gone there for 40 mil from your side.
Now, if he starts Dele over
and say the name,
I shouldn't laugh, but if Frank ever starts this guy over Donny gonna lose his mind, did he? That'd be funny. I was shocked that he went there. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow.
So they made 2 signings. Everton. Yeah. I think that actually they're the second biggest spender behind Newcastle with 50 odd million. And then I think after that it's tell a lie. Yeah, and then Liverpool they bought Luis Diaz, who's linked with Tottenham.
Yeah, initially 37.5 mil, no?
Yeah.
For Diaz, Porto.
Yeah, Porto, brilliant player, and you can see what Klopp is doing because he's Mane. He's just warming that bench for him because that's the next player that he's going to take over. And the guy, if you look at his stats and goal scoring stats, absolutely ridiculous. Let me just read this here. They are still angling for a new Eddie deal. Oh, gosh, help me, jeez. Hold on a minute, guys.
I'm trying to move. Pepe on.
Listen, you think this is water?
That whiskey.
They're still angling for a new deal while they're trying to move Pepe on. We are absolutely backwards. Actually pushing out. Oh, boy, listen. Boy, guys, read that, man. It's a complete joke. What's Craig saying? Donny van der Beek is married to Dennis Bergkamp's daughter. All right.
Wow.
Kofi. My man Kofi. Everybody, if you don't know, Kofi is the original. Yeah.
Man's like Kofi, yeah, man.
Man's like Kofi's in the chat. Yeah, best signing. Kofi will chat, man, because I need you back on this channel, bro. Yeah. I've got an imposter Tottenham supporter on here, mate. Nah, for real. Thoughts on the new bullies? What's his thoughts on the new bullies to the transfer market? Aston Villa and boy, guys, what do you think?
Well, you knew Newcastle were going to do that. They got to come in and do it. Yeah. Villa are doing some good business as far as
Philip Coutinho.
Yep.
Luca Dean from Everton, decent defender, left back.
He got a bottle fling in his head that he got a bottle fling in his head at the Everton game, setting up a goal.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
Proper madness. But yeah, and to listen, what Stevie Gerrard is doing there, mate. I mean, listen, he won't be long before he ends up as that Liverpool manager. But the thing about Gerrard, I said my missus, she follows him where he's got. So I wouldn't be surprised that Aston Villa's her second team. Obviously the Liverpool links and everything, because she was supporting Rangers. And now that he's gone to Aston Villa, he just looks like a proper manager.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's actually no rush for him to jump in that Liverpool hot seat if he does well at Villa. He can gradually move himself into it. There's going to come a point where Klopp will have enough.
Yeah, but the process, and sorry about the word process, guys, but the process that this guy has gone in terms of his managerial career, brilliant. Yeah. And that's why he just looks the part. He just looks the bee's knees. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, Kofi, you'll be back. Yo, don't worry, we'll be talking soon. We were chatting, brother. We were chatting. But I mean, Newcastle, do you think with the signings that they have made, do you think that they will stay up with those signings? Because they're still currently still in the bottom 3.
Yeah, but the bottom 4, they're proper rubbish, aren't they? So
I mean, I'm just looking at the table now. Let me see.
Yeah.
They are
Newcastle second to bottom, aren't they?
No, they're 18th.
They're 18th. So the third from
18th.
bottom.
Yeah, but minus 22 goal difference.
Yeah, but how many games have they played in comparison?
Well, teams around them, Burnley have played the less, 18 goals. 18 games. Watford have played 20. Newcastle have played 21. Norwich have played 22. Everton have played 20, and Leeds have played 21. So they're all. It's only Burnley that can really pull their self up with those games in hand. Everyone else is pretty much one game in hand on each of them.
You know what, guys? I think like what you're talking about with the goal difference and the fact that Newcastle will ship a lot of goals, they were. But I think now with that sort of back four with Burn, Trippier, Taggart, or Target, as my son corrects me, they're back there.
Yeah, they have to, don't they?
Back is looking a lot stronger.
Yeah.
So I think if they can stop shipping the goals and hopefully Woods, I don't know when Callum Wilson's going to be back, but obviously Woods needs to step up. And hopefully, hopefully, I know they were trying to go for another. Well, actually, saying that, wasn't Newcastle in for Jesse Lingard? And Man United pulled up.
Yeah. Well, Lingard. What they decided was that they weren't going to let both Lingard and Donny go. So Lingard was a sacrificial lamb. He wanted to go back to West Ham. You're not going to send him to West Ham because we're actually imagine Man United being petrified at West Ham.
Well, listen, this is what I'm trying to say.
We sell him to West Ham. Yeah, you sell him to West Ham and West Ham finished fourth. You know what I mean? You're like, what? And so they blocked him. You
see all those you see all those shirts you got, yeah?
Right. You don't know what
November the 5th is coming, yeah? November the 5th is coming. You know what you have to do if you end up out of the top four.
But like I said to you a few shows ago, if it ain't top four, it needs to be bust for us. Yeah. Because I feel when you replace the interim with an interim, you're writing the season off. And we spent nothing. We needed a CDM, and the CDM's out there, and nothing. So I look at it to say they've written a season off. If by chance Wreck-It Ralph gets us to top four, then so be it. If it doesn't, we need to finish 8th or 9th. That way, no European foolishness. Concentrate on Premier League, League Cup, FA Cup, and build again in the summer. That's what I would like.
We got a Palace fan. Diego's a Palace fan, so he obviously knows that goals are needed to stay in this league. And I mean, we know that Crystal Palace at times were flirting with relegation and stuff like they've been there a couple of times and come up that yo-yo club. Yeah. But I think they've kind of stabilised that with, I suppose, with Patrick Vieira there at the helm, and I think he was trying to go for Eddie Nketiah. But as I said, that got blocked. So yeah, but Palace are, they're doing okay. Palace are doing okay.
13th, 24 points.
Yeah.
So they're not. They're not quite in it yet, but they could get dragged in it. A couple of
Brentford signing Christian Eriksen. To the end of the season. Look, big up to Christian Eriksen. Obviously, what he went through in the Euros madness. I just didn't think that he would come back, but mate, he's back. He knows the coach well, Thomas, and he's Danish as well. So yeah, he's looks like he's signed till the end of the season, and then I suppose they will probably review that if he has a good season. Creative midfielder, ex Tottenham, ex Inter Milan.
We should have got it back till the end of the season.
Listen, Chili, I might as well come onto your side. First of all, let's deal with the negative and let's laugh at you, even though we didn't get no things. You was linked with Traore, got pulled up from under your feet. Then Luis Diaz ended up going to Liverpool, and then you've ended up with the breadcrumbs, Bentancur and Julovic or Kulovic. I noticed that you ain't saying anything, so you'll probably agree with me.
I'm thinking, where's all this bitterness coming from?
There's no bitterness. There's no bitterness.
Your wife said that you're there window shopping, but not spending any money. You keep the checkbook in the back pocket. We spend money.
Right. Listen. Tell me about your players, man. Do you think you've are you pleased, first of all, with the players that you got in?
I don't think that we bought the right areas where we needed to strengthen. Yeah. We definitely need a right wing back. So that for me, that is the most important, followed by a backup striker, and then probably Cam or like Ericsson would have fitted in perfectly, I think.
Yeah.
But then we've got rid of a lot of the dead wood that we had. A lot. We got rid of like 4 players and brought in 2 that you hear good things about. So I'm happier than you.
Well, what you've got is a workman-like team now. You know what I mean? Because those players are quite defensive. You know, I mean that Bentancur guy attacking. Is he a holding, or is it Kulovic? Or is it Kulovic? Is the attacking player
on the wing? And
he's on the wing, yeah.
Bentancur's at CM, but he's defensive. But
and I think if you had somebody like an Ericsson in that side, I think the balance would have been absolutely great because you've got Ericsson pulling the strings, whilst you've got the likes of Holberg in that defensive role, and then obviously Bentancur as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that you haven't got I think your creativity is going to come from your wings like Son and Lucas Moura.
But that hasn't been working. Everyone who plays
lost it.
A low block.
Oh, yeah.
We missed that. Say that again. You jumped out.
Mine was a bit funny then.
Yeah, say that again.
I'm saying that if the teams aren't as good, like say, I don't know, if there's not Liverpool, Man U or whoever, they just play a low block against us and they know that we've got no creativity to break it down. And so we need someone like Ericsson.
Yeah. I mean, just agreeing again with Diego here. I mean, we are going to come to that. We are coming down.
Spurs.
So,
Spurs.
What's that?
No, I was reading. Sorry, reading that.
I mean,
I've got a feeling we're going to get. I think we're going to just edge United.
Yeah, because, and you know why? It's because of Conte.
Yeah,
I mean, it's because of Conte. Why that's going to happen? I was saying, we've got Captain, as Chris Robertson said last week, we got Captain Black as our manager. From those the puppet show days. If anybody used to watch, what's that show called? Thunderbirds Go or something.
Thunderbirds, Thunderbirds. They actually, I think they remade that, didn't they? I think they did kind of a remake of that. Yeah.
Oh, mate.
But Chili, I wanted to ask you: did Ericsson leave on good terms when he left?
Yeah, he actually, because he wanted to go, and we didn't want to tell him, and then they basically agreed. Look, because that we said we'd match whatever his new club would pay him, and he said it's do with money. He just wants to try something new, and I've got nothing but respect for the man, especially after what happened in the summer.
Hats off. I mean, I remember watching that game and I was like, whoa, and to see him come back. And
I'm actually surprised it came back, Norm.
I mean,
I'm shocked it came back. Like,
because the Premier League is not a league that you come and chill.
And you don't need the money, and it's probably not about money. It's just about you're at home and you just want to play.
He's been top level for the last 10 years. He's earned a lot of money, doesn't he?
It is. So I'm sure him and his wife had some interesting conversations about him starting playing again. I can imagine that she probably never wants him to come back on and do that.
Yeah,
because it's pushing your body to a next level,
But hopefully, what happened won't be able to happen again.
Spurs get the Italian godfather. Arsenal get a Spanish omelette.
Wow.
Oh, man, I tell you, boy, we're bad.
You guys are right, man. You guys got Pep 2.0, mate. You guys be all right in the long term.
I hope so, D. I hope so, man. I wish I had your optimism, mate. I tell you. But listen, guys, we're coming down. We are coming down. What I want to ask, is which club, and guys, can you put it in the chat as well, which clubs do you think have done the best business?
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Probably Everton to a point. You know what I mean? They've got some players that have come in that need to prove themselves. So, you know, for Dele Alli and Donny, like I say, if Donny goes there and pulls up trees, man, then Ollie really is in the mud, isn't he? You know
Absolutely.
what I mean? So there'll be people praying that he fails there. I actually like Donny, as in I like the way he's handled himself. And it'd be good.
Very professional.
Yeah, just go out and play. Yeah, he wanted to play. So hopefully, under Frank, and hopefully he'll learn from Frank. They're very similar midfielders. You know what I mean? He can create, he can get you a goal. So hopefully Frank puts him in a position to excel at Everton. So
I'm going to say Everton done the best actually.
Yeah.
Not
Newcastle.
And
Everton or Villa.
Why not Newcastle?
Because
I'll tell you why. Because remember when we sold Bale and we got all that money and we bought a load of players? It doesn't work. Each transfer window, you need 2 or 3 players each window. Any more than it's too much, I think.
And then the pressure you put on the manager to embed all them players and make it work very quickly. Otherwise, you're stuck in that bottom 3, scrambling, and then you get desperate. And then you're going to see red cards and yellow cards because, you know, frustration creeps in. So they have to click very quickly.
What I would say, if Newcastle does, you know, survive, this summer is going to be mad. That's what I've got to say. This summer's going to be mad. And you know the worrying thing about it is because if we don't get a European place, Arsenal don't get a European place. Like, first of all, I don't want to finish in the Conference League. Don't want to finish in there. I'd rather just finish out in 8th, or we may, like, at best, probably finish 7th.
Then you'll get Europa.
But I don't want to finish 7th. I don't. As Dee said, you know, I'd rather just finish out. You know, I mean, obviously, if you finish in the Europa, you know, Ronaldo ain't hanging about.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're not confident of top 4, you know, you're almost suggesting to the team that they tank the season just so they don't have to go and travel to them dodgy pitches in outerwear. You know what I mean? Some really AstroTurf and all that madness. Yeah, you don't want to be playing that league right now, man. It's like, and you're going to get good players injured playing in that Conference League.
Yeah. But as I said, if Newcastle survive, then the world is their oyster, mate. They're buying everybody off the planet. You understand? So look out for that. I mean,
but you know what? It's a northeast though, Norm. You know, and I think they are looking at a bigger picture, as in trying to extend that stadium, because the stadium is. I've been there. It's bang in the middle of town. It's mad. When you see it, you look around and go, "Y'all built a stadium in the middle of the city centre." Because that's and so I don't know how much
they live and breathe football.
Yeah, they
there,
breathe
mate.
football,
You know what I mean?
So if you go up there, you're prepared to live in a goldfish bowl, because the fans there's no let up there. Yeah, there's no let up there at all.
So in your eyes, so you're both going for Everton.
Between Everton and Villa, I think.
I think
they're both doing some good business.
I think maybe because I was kind of sort of looking at the old Ramirez thing, but I think Everton. But it's Frank Lampard, though, isn't it? So, you know what I'm saying? It's Frank Lampard, so we'll have to wait and see. But I think maybe Villa. I think probably have done the best business.
I think Arsenal have.
Well, because we got in this top class defender, but I thought I'd just let you know, guys. We did actually make some signings.
Did you make a signing?
Yeah, we made 2 signings. They're both from America. One's from the Colorado Rapids, owned by Stan Kroenke, 22 years old. His name is Austin Trusty.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Austin trusted the process. I mean, how can you get a player in? Austin trusted the process. Oh my god!
I mean, it's not be funny. The MLS is a retirement league, Norman. Huh? To bring a player in from a retirement league is kind of shocking. Not if you.
He's 22.
He's young, but he's playing in a retirement league. A retirement league, isn't it? Funny.
But what I'm hearing about that deal, is that we've bought him permanently, sent him back on loan, and then he will join us in July only to be loaned out to some European club. So it's almost like
Why did you buy?
What they're doing is, they're touting him out, and they're using Arsenal as we're a joke.
Yeah, that's not good.
Bro, we are a joke, man. Absolute joke.
But you know what? Just going back to Leon's question about bringing them back.
Yeah.
The guys on loan. It'd be interesting to see whether that can happen, because be honest with you now, I'm bringing Martial back, but Martial, if he comes back, Martial gonna kill him.
But the thing is,
he's gonna kill him, man, if he has to come back.
If there's a clause in there, because if there's a clause in there, he has to come back in it.
Yeah, but you bring Martial back because really and truly, Greenwood's done out here for now. He ain't playing the rest of this season. I know that. If not ever again for United. So we are short now. And you can play Rashford on the right. But then you know what? Sancho's there. And now this is Sancho's time to step up now.
Yeah.
Because now we can't say, he's rotating him with Greenwood.
Yeah.
So we're going to see.
Let me address this point by Craig. And you know what, Craig? I don't know whether it's banned or not, but the reality, because the way this manager is operating right now, I would not be surprised, because obviously he hasn't played. I mean, Saliba has not played for our club for 3 seasons since the man has been signed under Unai Emery, and I even thought that listen, when Saliba comes back, I mean, I'm hearing that Real Madrid are interested in him and that. So little worrying things. And if Saliba's having a fantastic blinding time out there in Marseille, blinding time. How on earth are you giving Holding? Yeah? He's ended up at the club and you got Saliba out and thinking, Rob Holding is our back now, man. There's something wrong with the way Arsenal do their business. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just hoping and praying that, yes, he goes. When he does come out, he does go on loan somewhere else, and we get Saliba back, because we definitely need it, because we are short. And then the problem is that now we got to buy at least 2 strikers, because Nketiah is on a free in the summer, and Lacazette is on a free. But I'm hearing that they're trying to give Lacazette a deal, but I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to happen.
I'm about to say it's time to move on from Lacazette, isn't it? If you're serious about getting back in the Champions League, it's time to move on from him.
Absolutely.
And that means the owner's got to spend, Norman.
Yeah.
The owner's got to spend some money,
Yeah. Now, last point before we wrap up, and really, it's really about the top 4. Who's likely to get that final spot? And I know Chidi has kind of already said it. If we can bombard the chat, who do you think is going to get that final 4th place spot? With Arsenal bringing in 2 fantastic players from the MLS, we've got 2 top-class strikers in Daka and Nketiah with 3 goals in the Premier League. 17 games, no other competition.
You're not getting top 4. Forget it. You're not getting top 4. You'll be lucky to get top 10.
Good. That means that we can get rid of the Captain Black. Yeah, we can get rid of him. Yeah. We can get rid of Arteta.
Why do you want to get rid of him? That he can put cones out.
Nah, man. Listen, look, you know the thing is, you look at all these other managers like Lampard and Steve Gerrard. They've gone out and managed clubs. This is the first club that Arteta has managed. He was Pep's cone man. Yeah, he was Pep's cone man. Yeah, he was Pep's cone man.
He can put the cones out in a straight line, apparently. Proper nice.
Norman.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the table now, right? Now, we have 2 games in hand over Chelsea.
Yeah.
Right? If we win them 2 games in hand over Chelsea, it puts us 3 points behind them. Suddenly, Chelsea are in the mix. So that group of teams could be playing for 3rd and 4th, mate. If United win those 3 games in hand.
That's what I'm saying.
That puts Chelsea back in the mix.
Yeah, because Chelsea went for a little bit of a slump. And I thought that they could possibly get sucked in there. I'm hoping that can happen, because then that opens up 2 spaces. But
because
the reality is, say that again, mate.
It puts us on 44 points with those 2 games in hand. We win them, and they're on 47. Now, if they draw and we win, that puts Chelsea right back in that mix with Arsenal, Tottenham, West Ham.
Not Arsenal. Not Arsenal or West Ham.
Listen, you would say that, mate, wouldn't you?
No, look at that.
Yo, there's 6 though, Chile.
How many games have we got in hand over United and over Chelsea?
Over us, you've got one game in hand.
United and Chelsea. I'm not interested in Arsenal.
So you've got 2 over United. You've got 4 over Chelsea. That's what I'm saying. It puts you back in the mix.
That's what I'm saying.
It puts you back in the mix. That's what I'm saying. So everyone winning their games in hand, and it's a big if, innit? You got to win your games in hand. But if everyone wins their games in hands, then we're all fighting for 3rd and 4th, not just 4th. So I think loads of twists and turns to come.
So Spurs or Man United, but I'm sticking with Spurs. That's from Diego. Latoya saying that I reckon Arsenal will scrape 8th place. You can't mention Lampard in the same breath with Stevie. That's from
Jay. I hear you, man.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I've always said Spurs will get 4th. So my trusted friend Kofi, has said Spurs are going to get 4th. You joker, Kofi. That's what I say, bro.
Is Kofi
Liverpool fan, isn't he? Liverpool fan, Kofi.
Liverpool, yeah. Of course, Kofi's Liverpool.
Liverpool fan. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He's Liverpool.
Well,
you know what? So you're saying basically that basically what you're saying, D, is that you got a good chance of getting 4th place.
Yeah, because this is me. Like I say, win those 2 games in hand, and make Chelsea under pressure now. United are there, and then suddenly every game is a must-win game, and that's what I love about the Premier League. When you go into them last 2 months, there's no slip-ups, man. Any slip-ups?
You know what it is? Just quickly before we go, if Arsenal can, and I know Chile's going to disagree with me anyway because he always does. But if Arsenal play the way they did in the month of December, where we scored the most amount of goals in our history since the Premier League, I think since 1990, 5 or whatever. And we've gone away to Dubai, all refreshed and everything. Hopefully we can come back, hit the ground running. It's going to be a tough game. We've got Wolves away, then Brentford at home. At some point, we obviously got to play. We've got some tough games, but we've got to go away to Tottenham and
lose.
And United coming to us, Liverpool coming to us. So that's why I just
should have everybody to play. We're halfway through now, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, we've got 17 games left, and that.
Yeah.
So
but I said to you earlier, though, Norm. I said to you earlier that your midfield 3 are key.
Yeah.
As in, if them 3 start or keep up with the goal scoring, then you may not miss the strikers. Not in a.
Well, that's what I'm banking on.
Yeah,
that's what I'm banking on.
Stranger things have happened. Can you remember Pep won titles without strikers, man, resting Aguero and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not saying that
Pep's trying to play like Man City.
Exactly. I'm saying
if Arteta does not keep you up, if he top four, you're not going to sack him, and then you're going to have this next.
Listen. I absolutely know that, but I would want him to be sacked, but I know it ain't going to happen.
Not if you get to top 4.
No, I know that. But what I'm trying to say, Chile, this guy's not good enough for us to win a league.
I know that.
To win major things. So you're happy for Arteta to stay in place.
To be honest, it's like how people were happy for Ollie to stay there because everyone knew. Everyone knew that, boy, if Ollie's at the wheel, then we good. But United ain't winning nothing. Yeah. But may I add,
Spurs should Arteta remain in place. Well, it shouldn't really be about Spurs. I just think, listen, he just needs to go. He just needs to go. This is full stop. He just needs to go. As simple as that. We go. Arsenal, 3rd biggest club in the country. Yeah, 3rd biggest club in the country.
Hang on.
Arsenal are the 3rd biggest club in the country. Man United, Liverpool.
City Man United, Liverpool for a start.
It's all about history. It's all about history, bro. It's all about
Can
history.
I just say, Man United, Chelsea? No, Chelsea ain't got a history. Liverpool.
I know you would have put Chelsea there because you can't stand them. But listen, I mean, look, at the end of the day, oh boy. Look, I just hope and pray some sort of miracle can happen. You know what I mean? Because I can't. The thing for me is the fact that we're a massive club and we've got a novice run club with novice owners and the directors and all the people up there. They're all novices. Yeah.
He's not. He owns other sports teams. How are his other teams doing? Are they any good?
Cool. Well, I think they ended up. Is it Super Bowl? Is it the Colorado Rapids? Yeah.
Wow. For real?
Yeah.
So it's just Arsenal letting the side down then.
Oh my gosh. What is Kofi saying? Bro, just give up. Get out of here, bro. Give a sucker in the summer. I'm gonna banish you. I'm gonna delete you from the chat. Behave yourself, man.
But that's the other thing, Norman. You guys gotta be careful of not overplaying the young guys as well.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You know what I mean? So it's a top. Like I say, the whole.
He needs to get Pepe involved.
Yeah, he's got to start playing.
You can't be running Saka into the ground. He needs to integrate him back into the side. He had a fantastic AFCON. Yeah, get back in there and at least see what happens. We're probably gonna have to play. Listen, we still got two strikers, Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette. Lacazette is just going to have to get that link-up play going again. We go again, but the problem is the problem with Arsenal, we're just consistently inconsistent. That's the problem. So you don't know what you're going to get from week to week.
Remember last week, Norman, we said there has to be a level of arrogance to manage a Premier League team. But how far do you go with the arrogance? There comes a point where you swallow your pride, you sit down with a player, you have a come to Jesus moment, and you clear the air and say, right.
Just 1 sec, guys. We've got my wife's daughter doing the same thing as last week.
I can hear it this time.
Gosh. A clatter of plates. Yay.
But you're saying is for Arsenal, it's 4-4 bust. But then if you do bust, not only is Arteta going to go, are you going to keep Saka and Smith Rowe?
That is the problem.
No,
that is the problem because these guys are looking at their careers, and if they ain't winning anything with the club, the Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli. I mean, 2 games now I've seen where Klopp has had his arm around Saka, then he's got his arm around Martinelli in that game after the
he's tapping him up, isn't he?
Man, he's tapping him up.
Yeah, blatantly.
Man is him up.
Shameless.
You know
Tell
what I mean?
Jay that shameless behavior.
that Jay. It's shameless behavior. What Klopp is doing.
Shameless.
Klopp keeps talking about. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what he talked about in the last game. He said Martin was incredible. This is just tap up, man. Yeah, tap up. History is all we got. That's all we got, bro. Craig, that's all we got, man. History. Just all I'm gonna do now is go back and go and sit down and watch the 49 undefeated DVDs.
Go and watch
that's all I got.
Watching it.
That's all I got, mate. That's all I got. But listen, guys, I've gotta depart. We all have to depart. The chat has been absolutely lively. Thank you guys that have been in the chat and just chilling with us in it this evening, talking about all things football, transfer window, obviously the situation with Mason Greenwood. As I say, we hope that his ex-girlfriend gets the help that she gets and this thing can get sorted out as quick as possible. We want to thank everybody that's come in the chat. I want to thank Mr. D, Big D. I want to thank Chili from Tottenham. I'd like to just say thank you for those that have. I want to say, first of all, big up to Lee Gunner, who's been a support in the sense of sending people my way as well. So if Lee Gunner, if you're watching this, big up to you for just plugging the channel. I really appreciate that as well. And long may it continue. But guys, I really appreciate you coming on, giving your time up, you know what I mean? And listen, next week I'll say we'll see what happens because I think it's the FA Cup, so we'll probably going to look at see.
Is there?
There's not a lot happening, is there?
One Premier League game. There's one Premier.
Is there one Premier League game?
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, Burnley and Watford on Friday.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And then you've got and then you've got you've got the FA. You've got the FA Cup. Yes, Ian. Yeah. Diego, please. Yeah, put your notifications on. Yeah, thank you for that, mate. Big up to you. I hope you subscribe as well. Kofi, quiet word in the air. Okay. And thank you, Diego. Really appreciate it. But guys, listen, we have come to the end. Please like, subscribe, and share. On the road to 250. After 250, we're looking at 300. Thank you again, guys. Take it easy. God bless. See you next time. Take care.
Take care, guys.